to me about what the issues are. You know, everybody says this is about the issues. It is about the issues. It's about your issues and how important Mississippi is to you. I thought I'd get up here this morning and say good things about Haley Barbour. I think he's the best governor we ever had. Last time I did that, though, Marshall Ramsey drew a cartoon of me in a dress. I emailed him back and said, Marshall, it's a dress without straps, and you know my shoulders are too broad for that. The next time I said something good about Haley Barbour, he drew a cartoon of me in bed with Haley Barbour. I'm afraid to say anything good about the governor now, considering what the next one might look like. I heard some talk about illegal immigration. Yeah, I got a pretty good endorsement this week. A man named Jim Gilchrist. Have y'all ever heard of Jim? Yeah. He's known as the Minuteman. Here's a retired Marine, 3 tours in Vietnam that came all the way from California. That's right, California, to endorse my candidacy for Lieutenant Governor. We traveled the state. We went to Jones County, Mississippi, and he stood there before that. Jones County, he stood there before that crowd and said, I'm here to endorse Phil Bryant because he's been on this issue when nobody else was. Now you think a performance audit isn't powerful? A performance audit that tells you it's costing you $25 million a year, I think that's worth the paper it's written on. And recommendations that said we've got to stop it. I sent a bill to the Mississippi Senate 2 years in a row. Last year it passed the House, which I didn't think it would do. It passed the Senate. It simply said if you're doing work for the state of Mississippi, building bridges or roads or providing legal service, whatever you're doing, you got to abide by the federal immigration laws. I didn't think that was too much to ask. The House passed it. Senate passed it overwhelmingly. It went to a conference committee. 3 men signed it from the House of Representatives. It went to the Senate. Not one senator on the conference committee would sign the bill. I've been told there's some senators over there that didn't want me to get the credit. So we did nothing about illegal immigration in the Senate because they were worried somebody might say something nice about Phil Bryant. You know, I learned a long time ago, and Haley Barbour says it, you can get a lot of things done if you don't worry about who gets the credit. Folks talk about I did this and I did that and I passed this. You don't do anything in the Mississippi legislature by yourself. Isn't that the same in life? In life like that? Now, I have someone behind me that's been behind me for more than 30 years. I always say behind every successful politician there's a wife rolling her eyes. Is she rolling? Y'all know Deborah and I have had some challenges. Bless her heart, back's not as good as it used to be, but her heart is bigger than ever, and she is the light of my life. And the wind beneath my wings. Y'all give her a little hand for me. All right, she said no public show of affection. Education in Mississippi is a top priority. The governor has said that time and time again. When Haley Barbour stood there in that State Address and said, we're going to fully fund education now into the future, a sea change happened. Now Republicans, now Democrats, now conservatives, liberals are all saying we've got to have the best educational system in America. Our economy depends on it. Republicans that are here with me, we should be the most pro-education party in America because our economy, the free market system we believe and love, depends on educated children ready to go to work in the Toyotas and Nissans of America. Now we did something a few weeks ago at a debate that I think shocked everybody. I hope I got the first question. I'll have to look back at the video. I hear some of it's being used in a television commercial. But they asked us about superintendents of education. I said, you know, when I was in the legislature in the 1990s, I was introducing legislation that said we ought to appoint all school superintendents. Now don't get me wrong, we have some great ones. DeSoto County, Rankin County, Madison County, some of the best superintendents in the state of Mississippi. They all elected Republicans. I think there's a pattern there. But let me tell you, all three of the candidates running for lieutenant governor said me too. I think we all elect those school boards and appoint those superintendents. That is going to make a huge change in Mississippi. Let's take politics out of the school system.